ऐकला की आज एक मोटो हिंगा कोरजुएं तारी कडेन आयले आनी उदकां गेले राती गुगल मॅप पळोवन आनी उदकां बुडले देखून आज सकाळीं इन्फॉर्मेशन येयली देखून आमी आयले हिंगा पळोवपाक कितें जालें तें आनी चोवपाक कितें एसेसमेंट करपाक आनी लोकांक फुडें कितें करपाक टू सेव पीपल अशें करून जावपा न्ही म्हूण आमी देखून आयले हिंगा पळोवपाक आनी चोवपाक आनी आदार दिवपाक कितें जाय जाल्यार ताका हेल्प दिवपाक सो मे आय नो योर नेम
My name is Aman.
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 So Aman, can you just explain what really happened?
So it was at the time of 2 in the middle of the night. It's very heavy rain. Since I'm new to the area, I was following Google Maps, and I came from this side, and I couldn't tell the difference between the water and the road.
Right.
And since I was following the maps, I was looking at the maps, and I was driving, and the car was slow. The car went in, and it kept going in. Luckily, the car was an old gypsy and it had a soft top, and I could tear open the back and I could swim out. I swam onto this little boat over there, then I climbed onto the netting and I climbed onto this boat and I made it out. But the car's still under there. I'm still in a state of shock, thinking that if it was any other car, I don't think I would have made it out, you know. And yeah, it's literally right here.
Anybody else was there with you?
No, it was just me. Luckily, it was just me.
Right.
Because I feel like if it was anybody else was there, then we both would have panicked, and I think somebody would have lost their lives. And again, emphasizing on the fact that I was lucky that the car had a soft top, and it had a chain that I could unzip in that moment, because I tried to open my windows, I tried to break the glass, but nothing happened because of the water pressure. So luckily, I just swam back, and by the time I made it out, I was out of breath. It was the last of my breath that I caught up, and I climbed up over here and I made it up here.
Yeah.
Your name, please?
My name is Aman.
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 You're from?
I'm from Chandigarh, sir. But I just moved to Moira 2 months ago.
Oh. Yeah.
Now that we have heard his version of what has happened, I feel that this ramp which is here is not being used. And I think the River Navigation Department should have put some cautionary signs and also could have put those barriers to prevent any vehicle from going in. Because look at this unfortunate incident which has happened. And I'm speaking this in English with a particular reason to advise every person who's following Google Maps, please be very cautious, and when you cannot see the roads ahead, especially in the very heavy rains, be very careful. Sometimes these indications can be dangerous and it can take you off a cliff, or it can also take you into a river the way as you have seen, or sometimes into dangerous places.
Yeah.
I will definitely immediately move a note to the River Navigation Department and ask them to put barriers here so that no vehicular traffic movement is allowed beyond this ramp, because this ramp is not being used. Both sides. Both the ramps are not being used, and so we don't have any danger or loss of life or anything of persons which should be lost. And because it is also a matter which the government should have thought about, the department should have thought of, and not waited for a tragedy to happen. Thankfully, Aman has been saved and he could manage to get back. If it was me swimming, I would not be able to swim, I might have drowned there. So I am very thankful to God that he could manage to get out. He had that presence of mind and managed to swim back. But this should be a request to everybody. Please don't drive fast when you don't know. He was not driving fast for sure, because he did not reach too far. And but otherwise, to everybody, it's a caution. Please don't just put up that. It's my request to everybody. Please do not drive fast. When you are going to follow Google Maps, please follow it with caution. Sometimes they also give you an access through a no entry or one way, which you have to also be very careful about. This is specially for the tourists, I'm telling, because who don't know roads and the hidden dangers behind Goan roads.
Yeah.
Because very often Goan roads have got cuts, which they call punctures. And suddenly somebody comes out of that road and somebody goes into the road, so nobody knows what really happens. So, and we don't have crossings at particular place, because you'll find a crossing at one place, cut here and cut another place. It won't be at opposite, diagonally opposite, it won't be that. So these things do happen. and when we have this kind of situations, it becomes very dangerous to keep driving on the road. So my request to people is, please be careful. I will, on my part, I will take action as far as the department is concerned. Thank you.